Hello, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is our live session of Crochet with me. Hi, everybody, this is Sandra from SandraStitches. If you don't know me and if this is your first time here, so welcome. And if you're here with me, say hi, say hello in the comments so I know that someone is here with me. I want to put some more light here now. I now have the window here because it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon where I live. I'm from Israel, and yeah, so the lighting now it's not so. Anyway, if you're here, say hi, say hello. Okay. Oh, glad you had a great time. Hi, Sharon. I'm back. Yes, I traveled to the UK. I was in London for 2 days. We had a family wedding, and then we went to Scotland. We flew to Edinburgh for another 4 days, something like that. And then we flew back to London and back home. So we had a great time. First of all, family wedding is always great opportunity and fun. We haven't had a wedding in the family for a long time. My daughter's wedding was, wow, I think I can't even remember. She got married, I think, in 2012, 14, something like that, long time ago. And my nephew, who is kind of the same age as my daughter, my oldest daughter, he got married now. So, and my sister lives in England, in London, and her children are there. So, yeah. You're doing a knitted scarf for a friend whose mom passed away and wanted to make a scarf for a granddaughter. So I said I would make. Oh, that's so nice of you. That's so nice. Anyway, so we're back, and it was really nice. And we went to Scotland, and it's not my first time in Scotland. I've been there many years ago, and I really liked it. And we said we will take the opportunity that we are in the UK just for a few days for the wedding, and we'll travel to Scotland. And we had a blast, really so beautiful. And I met my colleague and my friend, where is it? Helen from Sunflower Cottage Crochet, that we are doing our second year of challenge, of collaboration together in our blogs. It's called the From Us to You Crochet Donation Challenge. And this is our second year. And we never met in person because we always, we talk online through Facebook, FaceTime or WhatsApp or whatever. And I really like her. So we decided, and she lives in the north of the UK, of England. So we decided to meet in Edinburgh, and we had a really nice time. And she came with her husband, her daughter, and everything. And I was with my husband. It was really lovely to meet in person somebody that you know from the internet, really. So it was really nice. Anyway, what am I crocheting today? And you can join me with your crochet or knitting or whatever you are doing. I have two projects, two works in progress that I'm working, how do you say, simultaneously, something like that, on the same time. I'm working on this. This is called the Savannah Square. Look how beautiful it is. I really, really like it. And it's not my pattern. It's a square that somebody did. It's called the Savannah Square. And I found a tutorial for it, but I want to make, I have an idea of maybe a table runner, or maybe I don't want to do a scarf. I want to do like something with the squares and the triangle, the half square, right? The half square. Now, how do I make this the pattern for the square? How do I convert it to be a triangle? Now, I have no clue how to do it. So I went into ChatGPT, if you know the AI, and I put the pattern for the square, and I told it, right, it's a robot, it's a computer, he knows everything. So I told him to give me, to make the triangle, the half, diagonal half pattern. And it wrote something, I followed it, and it was not even near. So I told him, okay, you're wrong. You have to do something else. Try again. And read the pattern and see if you can make the half diagonal triangle for this square. So I'm going to try, and what happened here? I'm going to try. Hi, Annette, how are you? Oh, this is nice that you're here. So nice. So I'm going to try and crochet what ChatGPT has just spit it out as the triangle for this Savannah Square. This is my first project that I have now. The second one, this is a beauty, really. I am working on a poncho. Look at this color. First of all, look at this color. It's okay. I can see that in the screen, it looks very vibrant red, but in reality, it's maybe because of the light. Yeah. Because of the light, it looks very vibrant red, but in reality, it's a kind of a deep, rich red. Okay. Oh, I see that more people are joining. So hi, everybody. Join us. Bring your crochet with you, or your knitting, or any crafting that you're doing. I am just crocheting here and chatting. So it's a very deep, rich red. And I usually don't use these such colors, but I had this color here at home, so I decided to make a poncho out of it, kind of a cape, how you call it, cape, poncho. And I'm working on it using the, it's called the Sultan stitch. I have a tutorial for the Sultan stitch. If you look in my channel, maybe I'll put it in the comments. Let me see, how can I do that? If I go here, look for it, live videos. Okay, yeah, here it is. So share, copy. I put it here in the chat. So this is the stitch that I'm using, and I just put one. This is an amazing stitch, really nice stitch combination, and I'm using a 6mm hook. And you think it's pretty? Yeah, I love it too. And I incorporated 2 rows of white just to give it a little bit of, I thought, a little bit of air, right? Too much red here. And now I'm changing the stitch pattern here, and I'm working on a new stitch pattern, a different one that will go at the end of the cape, the poncho. It's going to be a kind of a not very long poncho, right? Because it goes on your head, it goes on your shoulders. Like, let me see. Okay, I'm here with all. Okay, what do you think about this? Now, of course, I have to block it and everything. It will be a little bit wider. So I'm thinking, if you see here, I'm thinking a little bit like maybe up to here, right? So it can be, if you make it with cotton yarn, it can be for the beach. If you make it, I'm using acrylic yarn, it can be for church, it can be for synagogue, it can be for any kind of event. So I'm using some other stitches here. So let's work on this one using my 6mm here. Again, I decided to use the 6mm because I wanted it to be very open and stretchy and not not very stiff, not very dense. So because I didn't want it to be like a very wintry piece. So that's it. Tell me in the comments what you are working on. Sharon, I know you're knitting. Annette, if you're still here with us, so what are you working on? And tell me, where are you from again? So we get to know each other. To be honest, today is Independence Day here in Israel. And we are supposed to be celebrating, really. But I don't feel like celebrating. You're crocheting a mosaic blanket. Wow. I love mosaic. I don't design mosaic things, but I love mosaic. You're in New York City. My husband just flew this morning to New York. Had some business to do there, some things. So he flew this morning to New York. He's probably, no, not yet there. I think it's about, excuse me. I think it's about 12 hours flight from us, from Tel Aviv to New York. And usually we take the night flight. So whoever can sleep on flights, which is not me, can sleep all night. Every time we fly to New York, it's really interesting. My husband, he gets on the plane, sits in his seat, puts the pillow for the flight, puts the head like this and falls asleep. 12 hours flight, he's fast asleep. And I am struggling and never get to sleep. Too long for you, yeah. Yeah, it's too long for us too, but we'll have to go to New York and spend some time there. Anyway, so it's Independence Day, and we are supposed to be celebrating, but we had a terrible, terrible. First of all, we have 59 hostages still in Gaza, so we are not celebrating anything. Second, we had a terrible, terrible fire yesterday, which was really, really bad. Thank God people were not killed or injured, but it damaged a lot. There was a really very bad desert, strong winds, and together with some fire that bursted somewhere. It was around Jerusalem area. It was really bad, and everybody, the whole country stopped, and we did not celebrate anything. All the parties and everything that were supposed to be were canceled everywhere because all the firefighters were from the whole country, and we also got people from other countries around who are still talking to us, to come and help us with the special um, like water tankers or something. Anyway, we are not really celebrating because of the hostages, and it's a bad situation anyway. You can sleep on it's just outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Never hear of Sesame Place? It's a theme park for kids. I live near it. I have never been there. I've never heard of it, but I assume it's like Sesame Street. I know Sesame Street, so it's probably maybe from that Sesame Street, the TV show for kids. So yeah, you can't sleep on planes either. I used to take my kids. They were little. I heard about the fire. So scary. Okay, so we still don't know if it was set up on purpose. We are in war for the last year and a half, and it's very complicated and and I don't know. We don't know. They are investigating. They haven't released any information about it. But because there were all these desert winds and you couldn't go out from the house. I don't live near Jerusalem. I live in the north of the country in a city called Haifa, and by the sea. I live by the sea, and Jerusalem is in the eastern part of the country, and it's in the inside of the country, no sea around. So even here, the winds that come from the south, from the deserts of the south, like from Saudi Arabia, from Egypt, from all these places, from Sinai, it was so hot and so windy, and everything was covered in sand. If you go outside of my house, all the cars in the parking outside, they are all covered. It was terrible. So because of the winds, you I don't know if they are going to be able to determine if it was on purpose. It can be, something on purpose, and it can be that somebody just left a small fire uh, with no purpose to do something bad, but just did not put the fire down properly. And then because of the wind and the heat, and the winds were terrible, 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 terrible. And today it's cold. it cooled down. It did not rain yet. They said that maybe it will rain, and it's 5:20 in the afternoon. So I don't know. It did not rain yet. But they are questioning it, if it was on purpose or not, if it was a kind of a terror thing. I don't know. Sesame Place is based on Sesame Street. It's cute for kids. Yeah, I bet it is. My kids are old now, older. They are out of the house. They're grown-ups. So we lived in California for about 3 years, something with my husband's work. And we had there is where we lived in we live in a place called Santa Clarita. And so there is also what's the name of that park? We used to go there all the time. There is a park there. I can remember the name. Park in Santa Clarita. Six Flags, yeah. Six Flags in Santa Clarita. So we used to go there a lot, almost every weekend. They used to go there alone with their friends. Real fun. So what I'm doing here, I'm changing, as you can see, to like kind of blocks to make more length. I didn't want it all to be in the same stitch pattern. Initially, I wanted it to maybe make a turtleneck, but no, I won't do it. But I'm thinking maybe for something else, for a different poncho to do with a turtleneck. What do you think about that? Like a poncho with a turtleneck. I have to try what ChatGPT wrote about that. I told him he was wrong, and he has to try again to write this triangle pattern. I will try later, because this is not a regular square, right? It has a kind of a beautiful pattern here. And I'm thinking of doing this with 2 tones of gray. This is a really nice tone of gray. I'm not sure yet if I will do with the dark one. I will do the joining with the dark, or maybe I will do some squares with this gray and some squares with this gray. I'm not sure. I think it will be too much. I think I will use this gray, and just the joining I will do with the dark one. I really like this one. It's a very nice dark gray. So it's not a regular square, granny square, so it has to, to calculate everything and make it diagonal. So I wanted something like this. Maybe if I just fold it, I can see how to make it. Yeah. I'll try what ChatGPT says, and then we'll see. If it doesn't come up with the right pattern, I will try to make it just by myself from this pattern. We'll see. Poncho with a turtleneck would be great for winter. Yes. Oh, you have a Six Flags near you too? We loved it. They loved it. I'm not so much into this. I get, how do you say, nauseous with all these roller coasters and things and boats and everything. So I'm not so much into that. But my girls, they loved it, really. You like the pattern on the square, Annette? Yes. It's called the Savannah Square. I found the pattern online. It's not my design. I don't know whose design is it, but I've seen several videos showing how to make it. So I figured it's something, that it's known in the crochet industry. So I'm taking the pattern and I want to make something unique with it. Change it a little bit, make it my own, make a design with it, a different design. So I took paper and I made these squares, and I thought I will put like, it will be like diagonal. It will be like a diamond, and then here it will have the triangles here, right? And then another one, and it will be like a feather runner or something like that. We'll see. It's beautiful, yeah. It's very, it's kind of a flower inside, and then just single crochet and double crochet around. Really nice. Maybe I will make a video tutorial of it, just the square when I finish the design. So if people want to make it, I will post it on my blog, and then there is going to be a video tutorial of the square. We'll see. Or maybe I will link to somebody else's video tutorial, because I have lots of projects going on now, and we'll see. So, who else is here? Oops. So you're working on a mosaic blanket? Did you say blanket? Mosaic blanket? Is it something that you're following a pattern from a designer or a crochet along? There are lots of crochet alongs for mosaic blankets. Yes. I don't design mosaic, but I really like it. And I follow, there is this designer, I don't know if you know her name, Tina. She's from Iceland. She has these gorgeous, gorgeous blankets. But because blanket, it's too big for me, so I don't really make them. Sometimes I just take a part and use it in I think I don't have a design like that, but I didn't write a pattern for it, but I did for my daughter. I took one part of a mosaic crochet stripe, you say, and make it here for a top, and then followed like regular crochet. It was really nice. She's amazing. Yeah. You follow her? She's amazing. She has beautiful things, but there are lots of people with beautiful crochet mosaic designs. You follow her. And B? What's B? Who is B? I know another designer. Her name is Lynette, I think. Biba Blanket. Okay, I never heard of that. There is a woman from America. I don't know where from in America. Her name is Lynette. I think her crochet name is Lavender Crochet or something with lavender. And she has like mosaic crochet, but usually when I see her things that she posts, because we're friends on Facebook, she has her designs are like very seasonal, very holiday things, like for Christmas, for Easter, for things like that. Um, all kind of little animals or cottage houses. Beba Blanket is her YouTube name. I will check her out. I love to watch designers and what they come up to with. So I know her, Lynette, and I know Tina. And there is another designer for mosaic, also American. Her name is Erin. And her crochet name is Juniper and Oaks. She's really nice. And she has blankets and stuff in all kind of things in mosaic crochet. She makes wearables. Ah, okay. Okay, I will check her out, definitely. All right. Let me see if I can finish this row. Where is it? Here. Right. So, yeah. You know Juniper and Hogs? Yes. She has beautiful things as well. Yeah, designs. I think her name is Erin. She also has an Instagram. I think she shows her stuff on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a video channel. Not sure. Maybe she has. So, are you so when you work on mosaic crochet, you work in many colors with many colors or just two colors? And usually there is so much ends to weave in, right? But I know when I follow Tina, so she has these amazing borders that you walk around to hide all the ends so you don't have to weave them in, right? Hi, Manuela. How are you? You just subscribed. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Just tell us. We're just sitting here and crocheting and chatting. Ah, so you're making blankets for sick children. This is so sweet of you. You are from the Netherlands. All right. That's great. So what are you working on? Do you have any crochet thing that you're working on? You can bring it with you now and crochet with me here and with us. We're just chatting about what we are crocheting. You're creating your own blanket. Great. Using any interesting stitch pattern? I'm working on a poncho. I'll show you. I showed the ladies before. It's a kind of a cape poncho, and I'm doing the last part. So I think that's it. I'm finishing this row, and then I'll go round again. Sometimes I like to combine if the stitch that I'm using is too roundy, kind of. So I put something square. And if the main stitch pattern that I'm using is too square, so I usually use a more roundy border. So I like to combine to make it more interesting. Front post, back post, and shells. Sounds great. I am not a blanket lady, although I think about two or three blanket patterns on my blog. You have to go and look in my blog. I'll put the link to it. If you're not familiar already with my blog. So all my free patterns are on my blog. And also there is, if you look in the homepage, there is a button. It's a new button that I put on the app, a purple new button in the menu, in the right side, I think right side for you, where you can get all the information to join our crochet membership. We have a beautiful crochet membership that is just $5 a month, and you get lots and lots of crochet goodness in there. All the information is if you just click the pattern, or there is also information on the side, and there is also information on the bottom. You cannot miss it. It's called the V-Stitch Club, so you can go and check it out. And of course, all my free patterns are on the blog. I think I release one free pattern every week. First of all, we have the Crochet Donation Challenge, that we have 2 patterns every month. So there is one each week. And then in between, I release free patterns, stitch tutorials, all kind of articles about crochet, all kind of things. So you can subscribe to my email list, and then you'll know everything about it. All right? So this is it for me for now. I will start doing the border. I have to think what kind of border to do. Something, I want it to be something like shell, round around, so it finishes it with a kind of a shell. But now that I'm looking at it, isn't it too squarey here? Maybe I should have continued with this pattern. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it feels. You don't have a channel. Mm. You are going to make a tutorial for your blanket? Great. Let us know so we can come and watch it, or maybe read it if you have a blog or whatever you are going to post it. Anyway, this is it for me today. I will continue. I have to think about how to finish this. What do you think about the combination of these two patterns? Is it too weird? Now that I'm looking at it, I think maybe it does not fit so much. I wanted to change, but maybe it does. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me in the comments what you think about these two, the combination of these two. Should I do the last border with white? Or no, it's going to be too much white. Once I block it, it's going to be a little bigger. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to stop with this now. And leave it red. Okay. Yeah. I will continue. Yeah. It will be too much with another white stripe. I will continue with the red, but I want to think about if I like the combination or not before I go into the final border. All right, so I will leave you now. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm off to visit my mom. I go to visit her every other week. She is about 2 hours drive from where I live. So it's going to be a journey, but I will tell you all about it next time. Next week, we are meeting for a Meet My Patterns show live. And I found out how to show you the patterns on Ravelry while I'm on live. So we'll talk more in depth about the patterns. So I will see you next week. And in the meantime, you can subscribe and be here and, all the good stuff. Have a great weekend. Right. Bye-bye. And thank you so much for being here.